everyone, Leanne Vitanzo here. I am a remote employee with the K-12 Pre-Sales Consulting team. I've been at Blackbaud for 9 years, a remote employee 7 of those years, and I'm here today representing the Remote Engagement Committee to talk to you about some ways that I and your remote coworkers have found to turn our skills managing being remote into skills that help us give 5-star customer service on a daily basis. So without further ado, here are our 5 tips. Tip 1, know your zone. More importantly, know their zone. It may seem obvious, however, simply being aware of your client, internal or external, and their time zone is a basic example of putting them first, making sure that you are accommodating and scheduling based on what's convenient for them is a big thing. Tip 2, don't just disappear when you go on vacation, when you're on site with a client, when you're out of the office for a sick day. You may have seen it more lately, but when you have something that's planned, you always want to make sure that you have that in your signature and that you're communicating that on a regular basis so that nothing is a surprise and you don't just disappear from the middle of a project and leave them with no one to help them. So you always want to make sure that you prepare your customers for your absence by putting it in your email signature and communicating it regularly so they're not caught off guard. Tip 3, when you are out of the office, whether it is a sick day or whether it is something that you have planned, like a vacation, make sure that you are communicating who's got your back. So who is it that they can reach out to if they need something immediately? Is it a colleague? Is it your manager? Is it just the customer support team for product questions? Making sure you communicate that ahead of time for planned vacations, or putting it in your out of office so that if it's something that comes up unexpectedly or they call you or email you during your vacation time, they get that information exactly where to go for the help that they need. Tip number 4, I have kids. I repeat myself all the time, which I know sometimes does get annoying and maybe feels a little redundant, but with our clients, that's actually a good thing. Obviously, we don't want to annoy them, but we want to make sure that we are regularly communicating deadlines, milestones that are coming up, all of those different things so that those things that you're talking about in the office on a daily basis or that you've got on your calendar are also on their calendar. You want to make sure that that is being communicated so nothing comes as a surprise again when that day finally arrives. And then finally, tip 5, out of sight should not mean out of mind. Okay? I know that you all have worked with remote employees. You can probably understand where this comes from us remotes. Okay, but really when it comes to working with your clients, again, internally and externally, you just want to make sure that you're touching base with them often. You shouldn't be waiting for them to reach out to you. You want to make sure that you're reaching out to them, even if it's just to get their opinion on how things are going, share an NP Engage article, talk about what's going on with Blackbaud, anything like that. You want to make sure that you're communicating on a regular basis. That's going to make them feel like you're putting them first, feel like they're connected to you, even if it's not always trying to solve a problem or answer an issue or work necessarily on something that's perfectly project related. So there they are. I hope you found at least one of these to be helpful, at least a helpful reminder of how we can always give 5-star customer service. Thanks for your time today, and I hope everyone has a great weekend.